Joe, it's arrived. Start of the season at Daventry is upon. How do you look ahead to the season? What comes over the next 9 months?
I'm glad you come for training, Liam, on Wednesday before we start. Look, it's why we all do it. We absolutely love it, and I wouldn't change it. You know, it's a really good start. It's a tough start, but you know, every team I think in the league will probably say that it's open this year. You know, St Neots were head and shoulders above everyone else last year, and then Rugby and Houston were then the next two who were really much better than the rest. So, you know, I think this year's probably a little bit more open than that. Some really big clubs in there, some good games, and you know, you look at even you got Manchester who got relegated. They've made some good signings this year, so they're going to be a lot better than what they were last year. And it's good. You know, Daventry's a tough old start. Jamie, the manager there, got on with him really well, and they're building a decent little squad. Went to watch them last night, so we know what they're all about. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be, it's good. It's a roller coaster. You know, hopefully we can be a bit more consistent. We can't lose as many games as last year. We've got to make this more of a fortress again. We were really good last year at home. Went on that brilliant, I think it was 10 or 11 winning run that we had. We've got to do that again, but we've got to be loads better away from home and a lot more streetwise and workmanlike away from home this year. So we've got to get that right as a staff and as a group. They've got to take more responsibility to do that. But I can't wait. You know, I want it here. You know, Saturday 7 o'clock's a bit of a weird one. So we're waiting around all day, but it gives us a chance to go and see another game for an hour or so with what we've got coming up. So yeah, can't wait for it. You know, good luck to all the teams in the league. You know, may the best team win it, and may the best two teams go up. And it's going to be a great league. Some really good derbies to look forward to as well, which is good. You know, and we said before, Liam, this league always was the one that people wanted to get out of, and it was the easy way out. And now it's not. It's difficult if you do well to make the playoffs in this league. You've had a good season, so yeah, really good. Looking forward to it, and we're ready to go.
How do you look ahead to that start? And you've obviously got Daventry and Coventry United as an away doubleheader, then a break for the cup, and then you've got Pagnell and Ayleston. How do you look ahead to that as a opening quartet of games?
Could it get any tougher? It's tough. It's really tough, but it might be the best time to play them when teams are unsettled. You know, we're going to be unsettled, and so are they. Still trying to figure out what your best team is. So a difficult start, but look, we've got a lot of them out of the way. If we're going to be where we want to be, you've got to go and beat these teams or avoid defeat and not lose to them. So yeah, we've got to do that again. We've got to just be a lot difficult, a lot harder to beat. We had a good day at Daventry last year. We had a horrible day at Coventry United. So you know, they're the first two. We'll just go one by one. That's all we can do. You know, take each game as it comes, see what we've got available for each game, because we know what this level's like with players away and injuries, etc. It's a lot harder to recover at this level. So just take it one by one. Let's see where it takes us.
You touched on those two games that we had against those sides last year. I guess that's kind of the ups and the downs of what you had last year, and it is an element of sort of levelling out and a bit more consistency. What you were looking for this time around?
Yeah, we have to. You know, we've got to be so much more consistent than what we were. Last year we lost way too many games. I'm not sure how many it was in the league in the end. Was it 14 or 15, something like that, which is nowhere near good enough. You know, it's nowhere near. It was our first season in the league. You know, just went up. So we know what it's about now. We know plenty about a lot of the teams, and you know, teams have made good signings. Teams have lost a few players, so we don't know what they're going to be like from last year. But we got a gist of what they are. You know, seeing the teams that we're playing early on, we've seen plenty of them. So we're well prepared in that aspect, and let's hope that works out well, and the work that we've put in pays off.
What are your hopes then for where you are come April?
I'm managing a step 4 team come April, but let's improve on last year. You know, let's not get carried away. We've got no given right to win any game of football, and that's always installed into whoever you play. You've got to give it everything to win a game of football, and that will never change. We all want to get promoted, of course we do, whether that's winning the league or playoffs, but let's just be realistic. And we've always stayed quiet. I've never been one to talk on social media and, you know, this and that. We've just stayed quiet, and I want the players to do the same. You know, don't get too high when you win, don't get too low when you lose. Of course you enjoy it. There's plenty of rubbish days in football, so you enjoy the good ones when they're there. But let's see where we are. You know, we'll enjoy the ride as always. There'll be ups, there'll be downs. I'm sure we'll score plenty of goals. I'm sure we'll concede plenty of bad goals again, because as much as we try, we've tried everything to to be really structured off the ball and stuff. But we've just got a way of scoring goals. I haven't been too good at that in pre-season, but when we've got everyone back and we're at it, we've got a good team. So we always fancy ourselves against anyone. So we'll go in with a good team. We'll go to war with what we got, and let's see where we are in April. If we are talking in April and we've won a league or got promoted, then brilliant. If not, we'll move on to next year.